Check, check. All right, now you guys should be able to hear me. Sorry. Welcome to TTI League. Good afternoon, everybody. We've got Hipo and Philaffle here today. Philaffle's playing Obi-Wan. Hipo's playing this spicy Casino Han list. This is close to Casino Han as really is ever going to be playable. It's not fully there, but he's got 2 Lukes, 2 Cad Bands. That's more than most people are running out of aspect, but they seem to serve people well. He's got the DJ Tech combo. It seems like just a very solid Han list, but on the other end, we've got Philaffle's Obi ECL. And this one looks very, very fun. Philaffle's been playing OB for a long time, and I think they're ready to go. So let's just let's get right into it. Are you ready to go? All right, looks like Philaffle's probably going to win the roll unless Hip was able to match that 12. All right, so Philaffle's going first here. I think this green blue hero deck, just the archetype in general, is been underrated for a while. But I think the first season of TTI under Twilight, a Luke green deck got second, and since then, at that point, like people kind of were hyped on it, but since then it's sort of dropped off in popularity. But Philaffle's been repping it in the background the whole time. So if anyone can do it, he can. Spot is on the line for the top. Spot in the top 4 is on the line here. Philaffle's going to start us off with a Bat Marine, and Hippo looks like he's going to ramp. There we go. So he'll be at 4 next turn, which means he gets to play that modded cohort, which trades very well into the Marine. On the other side, Philaffle's does have his ramp this turn. He also has General's Blade if he wants to go that route, but he does not. He goes for the ramp, and he does not see the cohort coming. That's rough. All right, now we're already up to 5 resources for both players. Han can flip on 5. If he so chooses. All right, everything's going smoothly, right? Yep. All right, cool. Philaffle's having a difficult resource decision here. He doesn't really have a play at this moment in time. He doesn't really have a guaranteed way to stop Han. His best bet is probably the Scanning Officer. But first he's going to play out the... what's it called? It's just Republic Arc 170? Yeah. And then passes. And now Philaffle, yeah, see, all right, so Philaffle here using the advanced storytelling technique of, passing while your opponent's at 5. When you know you want to pass multiple times, do it while they have more resources, and then use your Dirtle action of the OB to pass, so then you're not actually passing. So, because that lets you get into positions like this where you have the ability to take actions when your opponent doesn't. But it looks like he doesn't really have anything to do with it, so good practice of the advanced dirtling technique, though. And now we're at 6, which means both leaders can flip here. Hipo needs to go higher up to make a play, though. Like, he needs to go up to 8 to be able to play this home one. And he doesn't even have any units in the discard right now. So, like, you know, the Echo base basically has to die for Hipo to really have, like, a great play this turn. I mean, you can go for home one without pulling anything, and that's fine. On Philaffle's side, he's got the ability to play this Obi. He's got General's Blade as well, with the Kanan in hand for follow-up. So, I mean, this could be a pretty big round. And it looks like Hipo is going for the Han play, or the home one play. By going up to 7, that means you can flip, attack, go up to 8, play the home one. And here he is, Han Solo in the flesh. How much does General's Blade reduce the cost by? It reduced it by 2. So I think he's thinking about going for Scanning Officer here, which, if he did, would mean he couldn't play Kanan. And it looks like Philaffle's gonna, or Hipo, sorry, is gonna crash Cohort into Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan does get to spin one of those away. And it looks like Hipo is going to take a trade here. Of the leaders and go up to 8. And if, you know, Philaffle, I think, better go for this Scanning Officer. Otherwise, he's going to get hit hard by this home one. It looks like... It looks like he's going for Kanan, though. Yeah, all right. And he's going to get punished here. Home one. Or I'm actually not sure how many smuggle cards the Hipo's running. It's probably not as much as the yellow version. So Scanning Officer is a bit less likely to hit. So I can understand wanting to get the Kanan down. I'm not saying it's a misplay. I'm saying, you know, this board state does not look good for Philaffle. Although the Fellow Dragon off the top makes it look a lot better. But with the second home one in hand, still not that great. Oh wait, is okay, Hipo resources the second home one because he has to destroy 2 resources, which is going to bring him down to 7. So I mean, he could have gone for the second home one theoretically, but I think he's counting on Philaffle not having the Fellow Dragon. So I mean, things could swing back for Philaffle, definitely. It looks like Philaffle's first order of business isn't to play the Fel, it's to go for the Kanan attack. Ooh, Kira here actually can't stop Fel the Dragon because you could just play it for 7 anyway. Philaffle could also be going for like a greedy line by doing that, or not like too greedy, but like going for. No, I was gonna say he might be going for Reinforcement Walker into Luke, or for Ewing Reinforcement into Luke. but he hadn't had anything die, so yeah, the call's gonna be Ewing here for Kira, which is probably gonna force out this Fel. And it does. And it looks like Philaffle's just going to play out this scanning officer while, he can for free. Not for free, but like in terms of actions for free. He has nothing to do with those resources. And I guess they're going to figure out how to do this. Apparently, you can just shuffle them up and hit 3 random ones. Which I don't think is how the card was intended, but I guess they changed it to make it that way. Boom, boom, and ooh, no hits. Hipo finds the Han Solo off the top deck. That's pretty good. Can't ask for much more. It looks like Philaffle's going to stay at 7 here. And yeah, there we go. Han just takes out Kanan here, which means Philaffle's now got to find some way to deal with this Kira in hand, and then in order to play the Ewing next turn. General's Blade is a way to do that. Cad Bane's coming down next turn. Or at least could for 9. So I mean, I gotta like Hippo's position here. He's close, but Philaffle is, and those are not great draws. Philaffle's closing in on being able to take control of the sport state. If he's able to get off a Ewing here, could be big. Got General Riken in hand. Still hasn't used this ECL. Riken's a really interesting card here. I honestly forget exactly what he does. Don't want to like mouse over the card while it's in his hand, because I don't want to like give away, information that like, I don't want Hippo to be like, oh, he's got a card that RT would want to read. So we're going to wait until it comes down onto the field. All right, scanning is just going to hit into this Han for 5. Probably setting up a kill with ECL, or potentially like an easier kill with something off of Ewing, like a Luke. And I think Hippo might just drop this CAD. And if he does, like, that might be it. There we go. CAD takes control here. Or wait, no, he can go like ECL Riken, then play Gamorrean Retainer, and that keeps him alive. Assuming Riken has more than 6 health. I think he does. I'm pretty sure he's got 7 health. There we go. Let's take a look at good old Riken here. When played on attack, choose a friendly unit. If it has Sentinel, give it an experience token to it. Otherwise, it gains Sentinel for this phase. It looks like, oh, he's not going to ECL it. It is a 5/7 though. Philaffle could turn the corner here. It's not impossible. I probably would have used ECL, but it looks like he's going to now kill the Han, give himself Sentinel. And there's Kira. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 9 resources. So he can't afford the Kira tax for either of these cards. But you can't call both. It looks like Luke is going to be the call. Which means Ewing is the play. What's it going to be? Ooh. That's, I mean... You know, some of that stuff could be good pickups. Bright Hope could be good if you're worried about Falcon, which I would be. Like, Bright Hope's a good pickup. Ayla plus Gamorrean Retainer is also not bad. And it looks like that's what he's going for. I mean, just getting another powerful ground unit out is pretty obviously a good thing in this situation, I think. Those of you that haven't read Ayla, this is what she does. Coordinate on attack. It's Han, basically. Or it's even better than Han. It's not just that she does it first. It's that she doesn't take any, no matter what. But Philaffle does have to find a way to deal with that Falcon. Otherwise, it's going to be the death of him. Ooh, Aether Sprite. That's, I mean, that does it. Yep, ECL Aether Sprite. Now he's glad he kept that ECL. Oh, never mind. It's you use the ability twice. That's what it is. So it's 2 damage, yeah. And Philaffle here picking up the second Gamorrean guard as well. Like, that's big. Looks like Hipo is going to respond with a Ewing of his own. See what he can pick up. He's got Luke's in there. Oh, he's got Luke. He's got Plo. I was thinking about it. I mean, If he pulls Luke, kills the retainer, that I mean, I was gonna pull Luke and kill Ayla. Interesting. So, I mean, now he can't win this turn. But, I mean, he's well on his way. Philaffle's got to have some way to fight back here. I could see, I mean, I'm Philaffle. I'm either claiming maybe using Obi's ability or maybe just whacking base and trying to give the Gamorrean an experience. See if that does anything. I think you want to keep Riken alive. You don't want to smack him into a unit. Yeah. All right, Cad's going to hit. And now Philaffle's got to find something that keeps him alive. I don't think either of those do. Well, let's see. Is there a line? I mean, so you go to base with Riken, gives itself Sentinel that eats the Kira attack. I think this one's going to Hippo. Oh, Riken could against Alice so he didn't kill Retainer. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So Riken goes to base. What is captured by Cad? It's a Republic Arc 170. All right, attacking with Luke there actually gives Philaffle a way back into this. Because now we can go Luke, kill Cad. Why is he scooping? I mean, he probably lost anyway, because I don't think he had a way to clear the Luke that round, but he had a way to survive at least for that. Yeah, there's no way he doesn't need that Arc 170 back. He's not going to give 2 draws for it. All right, so Hippo takes game 1. Philaffle, I mean, he had a line there, but it was a long shot. I think he was probably lost anyway. So let's take a look at sideboards here. This is Philaffle's. He's got Shoe Sides in there. That's interesting. He's got 2 copies of Tranquility in case he thinks this one's going to go long. He's got Village Protectors, which could help him lock down the ground arena. He's got the 3rd Scanning Officer. That could come in. What was called by Kira? I think it was the Luke. Oh, wait. But I think he had enough resources to play Luke through the Kira attacks, I believe. Right? He was on 10. I mean, if he was on 9, then he didn't even have that line I was talking about. But I thought he was on 10. He's got the 3rd Vigilance also. Vigilance didn't make an appearance that game. But that's one that, could be, could help you stabilize in certain conditions. We'll see. I kind of want to see the Tranquilities in there. See if they make a difference. Now let's take a look at Hippos. What's he got that could be relevant here? He's got Change of Hearts. That could matter. He's got the 2nd Emphas. That could matter. Spark Rebellion, I think, is definitely coming in here. Is he on? Yeah, he's on no Spark Rebellion's main. Just the 2 in the board. Evacuate, that's also something that could theoretically come in here. To deal with a big board of if Philaffle ever establishes one. But yeah, here's where we are in the league. The other top 4 matches set: Ferrex versus Vika. The winner of this gets to play the winner of Suardo and Weiyun, which we'll be playing tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific. I guess that's probably afternoon for most of you. Is 11 o'clock still morning? I don't know, sometimes. All right. Let's get right into it. Philaffle's Obi is a fan favorite. We'll see if he can make it. Ooh, Confiscate. That's something I forgot to mention. Yeah, Confiscate could come in here for Hipo to deal with the General's Blades. Ooh, Philaffle takes a mulligan here after thinking about keeping it for a long time. Scanning Officer as a 2 is fine. I mean, going first, like, if it hits something, that's obviously really strong. It looks like he's not going for it immediately, though. Just going to dirtle with Obi. It is Hipo going to go for the resupply here. These are good cards in hand. Confiscate, is probably the one that you would resource if you did resource something, but I mean, it opens yourself up to getting blown out by General's Blade. You also have to play around Scanning Officer, like, realistically. I'm not sure if he has any smuggle cards in the resource row, but I mean, if you don't have these smuggle cards, you obviously don't have anything to worry about when it comes to scanning, but you gotta be thinking, why is Obi dirtling on the first action? Hipo passes. And Philaffle takes initiative. And Philaffle it looks like it's just going to open with the scanning here. And hits the DJ. Boom. Scanning Officer play forces. Not only does it remove the possibility of getting DJ'd, it also forces Hipo to discard another card to play this resupply. And Philaffle's now got his choice of lightsabers to put on the Scanning Officer. And it looks like he chooses the Jedi lightsaber. Not even going for it, though. Just going to base with the scanning. Probably, dang, I might need to play Fell the Dragon here. Or no, he's going Bright Hope. Oh, he's going to Bright Hope, bounce the scanning, and get a draw. That's what it's going for. Yeah. But, I mean, Hipo now has free reign to do whatever he will with this Han, and he's a resource up because of the resupply. Last game, both players ramped. This time, it's only Hipo. And here's that Ewing reinforcement. That's a pretty decent spread here. You go Han Solo, you go Falcon. I mean, actually, this could be better. You go Echo Base plus Tech. That's not bad. It looks like that's going to be the play. Or Echo Base plus R2, not plus Tech. I was probably planning to use the R2. Get rid of one of these cards. That's the Falcon. And I think he's resourced 2 other copies of Falcon. So he might just be out of Falcons unless he pulls them back with home 1. Picks up a second Ewing for next turn. Oh, things are not looking good for our intrepid Obi-Wan. Happy snow day to everyone who's watching from Oregon. I think it's snowing everywhere in Oregon pretty much. It's snowing here in Eugene for sure. All right, Philaffle opening with Takedown here. It looks like that's going to be his only play for the round. Take down an Echo-based defender. That feels bad. Next turn he gets to play his Obi-Wan, or flip his Obi-Wan. He's got Jedi Lightsaber in stock. But now he's going to have to deal with results of this next Ewing here. And Hippo's got lots of options. Kira plus Tech is a good one, I think. So he's just playing Luke, but it looks like he's going for the Kira Tech route. Which means those Falcons that he resourced are back on the menu. Looks like the call here is Riken from Kira, which is going to make that ECL look a lot worse. And we're moving on. All right. This is the fateful turn. Double Jedi lightsaber here. That could swing this game in Philaffle's favor. He's now up to 6, which means he can play both. He's not going for it, though. Going to open scanning. Try and... Oh, I mean, he's going to actually guaranteed get 3 because of Tech. So just, I mean, reduce your opponent's resources by 3. Pretty powerful play. Han can bring him back up by 1. Han holding this confiscate is going to wreck the Jedi lightsaber dreams, I think. If you're not going for both of them, one is going to get taken here. There's the defender. And lightsaber and confiscate, it looks like it's going to be the next two actions. Lightsaber, boom. Confiscate, boom. One second, someone's calling me. Huh. All right, sorry. What did I miss? Looks like Obi deployed, traded for a couple of things. Kira's gone, which means Riken's back on the menu. All right, I mean, all things considered, like that's not a bad turn for Philaffle, although you'd hope for more. All right, I think we're going to see an ECL play here for Riken. Yep, there we go. That'll take out... I mean, you could take out Tech, or you could go hit Han. Gonna give the experience to... Or give the Sentinel to Scanning Officer. Oh, does he get to do it twice? Oh, he gets to do the one plate and the on attack. That's what it is. All right, so Tech gets taken out, but like a Hydra, another one comes and takes his place. All right, modded cohort out of the resource row. Clear that Scanning Officer. I mean, Philaffle could be turning the corner here. Skewing reinforcement is going to make that less likely, though. But I mean, Philaffle's got Luke's in hand. Luke is one thing that can turn this game around potentially. The Riken is going to be able to take out another unit this turn and give itself Sentinel. So yep, that's going to be the Tech. Cleared, give itself Sentinel. Kira here could be a big deal. It'll block the Luke. likely. Yep. Philaffle still got Ewing reinforcement. I think he's on 8. Yeah, he's on 8. So it's gonna be a couple more turns before he can pay the Kira tax. But if he can get something big off this Ewing, things could turn around. I mean, Ayla Gamorrean is not a bad pickup. Like, that's pretty good here, all things considered. And he's still got that Space Arena on lock from the Bright Hope. Also got to be thankful, because the Kira came down here, that means Ewing can't come down this turn. Philaffle's hanging in there. Doing everything he needs to come back here. Han should take damage from Retainer. Yep. All right. Just 7 health left for Philaffle. Ooh, regional governor. I mean, I guess he already had one in hand. But regional governor is another one of those things that, like, theoretically you could lock it down once you are able to stabilize to an extent by calling some like Cad or Ewing or Luke. All right. What's going to be the move here? Philaffle's got it. He can take out either of these units, chooses to take out Kira. That puts Luke back on the menu right now. Hipo is spending 3 resources. To me, that implies Blaster. It is Blaster. That's going to be 6 to base, leaving Philaffle with just 1 health left. Make sure you replace that resource. Yep, we got it. I mean, Philaffle, he's got to weigh his options, but oh, there we go. Oh, you forgot to do the Han on attack ability. That's right. I don't think that really matters in this board state, but in the abstract it does. All right, yeah, so the Luke play comes in. He's able to kill the Han here. Hippo's got Ewing. I don't know if there's anything that he pulls off Ewing that wins in the game. I mean, it'd have to be multiple units, but Philaffle's got ways to deal with multiple units. If it's Cad Bane, he fells it next turn. If it's Luke, I mean, he also fells it next turn. That's a bit more painful because you lose the Ayla, probably. But both the Bright Hope and the Luke would survive getting luked. He's got an option. Can you play 3 units? No, we can only play up to 2 with this. It looks like Luke is going to be the play. Luke or Han. Either of those kill Ayla. It's going to be Luke. Kill that Han. Or that Ayla, sorry. What's Philaffle doing? Is he just saying like, oh, we've both got Lukes? Like, that's cool. So Philaffle now has to take initiative. Otherwise, he's dead. Yep, and he does. All right. Ooh, that's not the draw you needed if you're Hippo. Philaffle might just find his way back into this one. Depends on, if Hippo's got like smuggle stuff in the resource row, that could alter things. But he's not running I don't think he's on Zoris or anything. All right, Fell the Dragon. Oh yeah, does Emphas have smuggle? I don't think she does, right? Has he got the third tech? Even if he does, it can get run over by Luke. And Luke's going to start restoring. If he can attack and put Gamorrean down as Sentinel, theoretically, yeah. Yeah. He's going to... I imagine that is going to happen this turn. All right, Spark Rebellion. Just going to take the U-Wing. And Luke attacks here, gets the heal off. 4 resources for something. Is it tech? It's tech. All right. Emphasis not smuggle. That's right. Yeah. So probably. Okay, so you just spent 2. I'm going to be regional governor. Let's see what the call is. It is Cad Bane. I think that's probably the right call. Ooh, Waylay out of the resource row. That's a trick. Makes things a bit more difficult here. But the Luke can't just come down again next round. And now, Philaffle's starting to stack up damage. He's only 9 away from winning. There's a Tranquility, so he did see the Tranquilities come in. I'm not sure what all is in Hippo's resource row, but he's got to have something good for this situation. Spending a lot of resources for home 1. Oh, that's not good. You don't like to see that. And it gets to pull Akira out of the resource row. That's dangerous. But I think he's at 10, so I think he should be able to play Luke. Yeah, he's at 11, in fact. So he can play Luke through the Kira attacks. That's not a problem. Yep. And gets to blow up tech here, which means the Gamorrean survives. So I think there's a good chance that I think Philaffle might have gotten this one. Let's see. So tech actually die because he's Philaffle hasn't lost any units this turn, but he does get debuffed to the point where he can't kill the Gamorrean. All right, Gamorrean takes that attack, which means if there's no out to Luke, or let's see, home 1 can kill Bright Hope, restore 2. That brings. So Bright Hope's gonna die here, but no, I think this one's still over. Or let's see. It's gonna come down to sequencing. I think Philaffle has to attack with Gamorrean first. Because the Kira can still attack. The Kira has restore 1. So yeah. Okay, so Gamorrean attacks first. So now Luke is lethal. Is there like... He's got Blaster. Which... Oh, wait. Oh, the Gamorrean loses Sentinel. So Blaster is game for Hipo. Oh, okay. Oh, so close. And looks like, yeah, Philaffle just forgot that he didn't have Sentinel. Ugh. Well, congratulations, Hipo, for moving on. That was a close game too. Hipo was down to just a few cards left, but I mean the Smuggle is just so powerful. Being able to use tech and then have things like blasters, token stayed out, yeah. All right, I mean, yeah, Philaffle, I mean, if he saw it coming, he could have attacked Kira, gone down to 18. I think he probably still loses from that position, though. Or no, I mean, yeah, he probably still loses because he doesn't have a way to block the home 1 attack next turn. And so what could he have done? He could have played another green card, which would have kept Sentinel, but then Kira attacks into the Gamorrean anyway, which means he would have gone down to 22, meaning he only had 7 on board. So I think Philaffle was dead there no matter what. Nah, he hits with Luke, brings him to 29, and then Kira has to kill Gammo, and then he claims it wins. Oh yeah, you would claim in that point. Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't attack with Regional Governor. I don't know why I was thinking that. Although I think Han had enough resource to go Plo, Cohort, and kill kill Luke, right? I love your casting on that PQ is awesome to see you outside TTI. Yeah, I love doing the PQs. Yeah, we're hoping to do more. We're trying to Loopy's. I don't want to say anything, but we're trying to do more. All right. Thank you all for tuning in, and remember to always take the initiative.